again to Talk Sunday. This is Dark Hollywood. Guys, do you think it matters how famous a person could be when it comes to sex crimes and other horrible offenses committed using one's power, fame, and celebrity status? Nobody is above the laws of humanity and morality. Yet, in the eyes of many, Kirk Douglas, who passed away at the age of 103 on February 5th, 2020, was a suspected rapist, an accused sex offender, and even a suspected killer who has never paid for his horrific crimes. Kirk Douglas died at the ripe old age of 103. He was famous. In his heyday, Kirk Douglas was a very handsome and very popular actor, an icon of Hollywood. Take a look. Yes, guys, Kirk Douglas was, according to many, a sexual predator and possibly the brutal rapist of Natalie Wood and perhaps others, and also suspected of having something to do with the disappearance and the potential murder of Jean Spangler. Never talk badly of the dead, they say. We need not talk badly of anyone. However, we can talk about things that might help us explore the truth. That's what I believe. We can examine some of the claims and study the crimes Kirk Douglas is accused of that throws such gloom and ugliness onto the memory of Kirk Douglas. He is no more. He is dead. However, death does not erase crimes. Power and popularity does not give the right to a human being to crush and abuse another. In that light, Douglas should be studied, not celebrated as a man just because he was popular, he was handsome, he was talented, and because he was a celebrity. Take a look at Kirk Douglas in the 1960s and 70s. The globally famous Hollywood icon, Hollywood hero. Yes, remember Spartacus? Awesome. Look again. Now let's not confuse the man on the screen and the real Kirk Douglas. Let's explore why he is called a sexual predator, a rapist, even a possible killer. The story of Natalie Wood, a child actress, should be examined to throw some light on these accusations. This is Natalie Wood. Natalie Wood was born in California in 1938. Her Russian mother moved them to Hollywood, determined to make Natalie famous. Natalie began her career in film as a child actor and successfully went on to have a very good adult career, successfully transitioning to young adult roles. She was the recipient of 4 Golden Globes and received 3 Academy Award nominations. Unfortunately, the beautiful actress was also the victim of a horrific sexual assault. When she was 15 years old, Natalie was raped by an older actor. Although she never went to the police and lodged a formal complaint, she had told several friends that her rapist was actor Kirk Douglas. Reports say that at the age of 9, she was cast as a cynical little girl in Miracle on 34th Street. It was a great hit, and Natalie became a popular child actor. Natalie had the opportunity to co-star with the popular American Betty Davis, a performer known for her memorable and noteworthy performances, I want you to take a look at Betty Davis. Then in the spring of 1954, a man believed to have been Kirk Douglas invited Natalie to his room at the Chateau Marmont for an audition. The rest of the story is so disgusting. Brace yourselves. Her mother drove her to the hotel and waited in the car. Now, what kind of a mother would send her young daughter to meet a strange man in his hotel room, unchaperoned? Poor parenting is an understatement, guys. The story goes that when Natalie got to the room, the man believed to have been Kirk Douglas, gave her a drink, and had revealed to her that he liked young girls. Then this man had thrown her down on the bed and brutally raped her. Guys, the vicious, diabolical attack had lasted for several hours. When it was over, the rapist had threatened her. If you tell anyone, it will be the last thing you do. After the violent attack, Natalie had gone back to the car, bleeding, and had to go to the hospital. You would be shocked again to hear that her mother had discouraged her from filing a complaint because she worried it would hurt the girl's movie career. Come on, is this how a mother does her job as a protector of her daughter? At the time, Kirk Douglas was one of the most powerful stars in Hollywood. He has later admitted that he had been a womanizer and an alcoholic, but he has never confessed to rape. Those who knew have revealed that Natalie was traumatized by the assault and had spent years in therapy. Friends said she would shudder every time she heard the name Kirk Douglas. Kirk Douglas's 1988 autobiography reveals his story to a certain extent. The book was named The Rag Man's Son. I am a son of a plain and simple, he admitted. Now, as I told you before, we know that Natalie never complained officially about her rapist, as her mother thought that the kid's acting career was more important than getting justice for her daughter. And also, to this misguided woman who was Natalie's mother, the kid's acting career was more important than warning the public by making the issue well known, so no other girl or woman would face the same horrendous fate. However, a blog by The Life and Times of Hollywood, TLATOH, claims that Kirk Douglas is more than likely the rapist of Natalie. TLATOH say they have verified this with several sources. Guys, I have also read some information given by Natalie's sister in an interview where she says that her beloved sister was raped when she was just a teenager by Douglas during an interview that went on for hours inside the Chateau Marmont Hotel. I would say that although Natalie has never officially named the alleged attacker, it remains a very ugly chapter to the story of Kirk Douglas. I also read a story by journalist Linda Mazzarella, whose article appeared in the New York Post, which makes readers feel disgusted, I'm sure. Well, I was horrified indeed of Douglas's arrogance and obnoxious attitude to life. Are these the types of people the world worships as heroes? Why? Back to Linda Mazzarella's article. She says that when asked in an interview by a journalist about the romances on screen and the private lives of actors, Kirk Douglas had exploded in anger, yelling, "An actor is supposed to immerse himself in the role." At the time, guys, Douglas probably thought he controlled the universe. Well, he was an extraordinary star on the planet, with a fascinating range that blew away the audiences, whether he was wielding a sword against the Romans as Spartacus or crying in anguish as Vincent van Gogh in Lust for Life. Have a look. Kirk Douglas must have thought he didn't have to answer to anyone, didn't even need to be polite to anyone. He ruled the planet. Oh my God. After around 20 years after this interview, where his thumping with rage anecdote may have probably impressed some of the mentally weak fans, Kirk Douglas, in a telltale autobiography written at the age of 71, reveals a bit of his real story. After reading this book, I see him as a man who did not know the meaning of the word fidelity, even if it hit him in the face. He admits to having cheated on his first wife Diana, with whom he had 2 sons. The megastar Michael Douglas is the son of Diana and Kirk Douglas. Have a look. Kirk Douglas admits he had not been faithful to his second wife Anne Bidens either, who gave him another 2 sons. Douglas has thus admitted that he was a womanizer and an alcoholic, but he has never confessed to rape. Douglas reveals some of the most popular names with whom he had sexual encounters, and some of them are Crawford, Linda Darnell, Marlene Dietrich, Rita Hayworth, Evelyn Keyes, Marilyn Maxwell, Patricia Neal, Anne Southern, and Jean Tierney. The actor kissed and told on. He calls them neurotic too. Talk about disrespect to fellow human beings he used for his own selfish pleasure. Well, guys, a shining star of the silver screen, yes. He should be remembered for his talents. However, as art and life are 2 different things, Kirk Douglas's legacy as a man is tainted with the ugliness of rape and even rumors of having to do something with the death of actress Jean Spangler. That's an investigative talk for another day. Kirk Douglas, the hero of the silver screen, wrote his name in gold on the annals of movie history, yes. But, guys, horrendous allegations of raping a child and his dreadful arrogance, egotism, womanizing, alcoholism, and personal offensive behavior remains a very uncomfortable epitaph in the legacy of Kirk Douglas. Thank you. See you again real soon. Bye.